What? Oh, are you making it?
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I'll make my coffee.
Cream and sugar, I take.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You want your homemade creamer?
It's hard to pour out of that jar. I need to pour it into the container, so just the regular creamer, I guess. And then,
It's almost gone.
yeah, so when that's gone, I can pour what's in the jar into there. No sugar, actually. Just
No
cream.
sugar?
Oh, no, just cream. Uh-oh, we're out of water. God damn it. Add water. No water?
I tried to put that spout lid on that jar, and that jar mouth is a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, what up, Phil? It's a Cumbrella-free weekend.
Look at me, I'm in all my natural glory today.
Oh, my natural glory. He says, Mama Corn, how you doing?
I'm good.
Phil's always my #1 commenter. That's what that little purple thing is next to his name. Waiting on coffee. The elixir of life. For certain.
She's forged her own spot.
Yo, what up? Oh, there she is. What's up? What's up? We are just chilling at the house still. We haven't gone to work. I'm being a lazy bum, you guys. I am starting to get a little antsy though. It's been we're going on a month and a half now. And while it has been wonderful, I'm not gonna lie, it has been wonderful to spend time with my mom and help her get all situated here in the house. I'm about ready to go back to work. So, you know, there's that. You're in lazy mode. I mean, when you spend so much time working continuously, like me when I'm away from home, I work for weeks or months. While I might take a day off here or there, a couple days here or there, it's different than taking time off at home or taking time off on a vacation. 100 and fuck this shit outside. Yeah, it's not quite that warm here. I think it's supposed to be like in the 90s today, but like all week, we had rain all week. It was so nice. It like the construction site across the street where they're building those new homes, they didn't work all week. So, and it rained, so needless to say, there's dirt, but not like there normally is. And once those houses are done, there'll be less dirt. So it's kind of, you know, it's the trade-off. Like, oh, I want to live in a new housing community in a brand new house, but I don't want no dirt. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? I heard you guys had like Tucson had a monsoon, I think last week. So you take the dirt to live in the new house in the new community. You know what I mean? And eventually those houses over there will be done and the amount of dirt that flies will be less. I mean, it's Lubbock, there'll always be dirt, but it will be less. Take the good with the bad, man. It is what it is. I know you're 2 hours from Tucson. I'm just saying, Tucson had a monsoon, I think earlier this week. I believe. What's up, Greg? So we got our Wi-Fi fixed. In case anybody was here for the 20 minutes of chaos last week when our Wi-Fi was down. We have cable internet service from Optimum here in Lubbock, Texas, and we moved in and we had to wait. So we got here on a Tuesday. and I don't think they showed up. They showed up Saturday to install the internet. No, they showed up Monday, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, they showed up Monday, and then we had internet for 2 days, and it went down Wednesday, not this week that we just had, but the one before. And then we had to wait an entire week to get a technician out here. And when the technician got here, he scans our little modem thing. You know, we did the whole plug unplug before any of y'all are like, oh, unplug it. So we did all that. We reset the GFI because it goes from the conduit in the back, comes up, goes through the attic, and then comes down into the garage where it plugs in. And we reset that GFI where it plugs in, and we did the whole plug unplug thing here in the modem, and still wasn't working. So and then we get a technician out a week later, and he checks our modem, and he's like, "There's no internet." And we're like, "WTF? What do you mean there's no internet? We just moved in. They just took a payment out of the account, even though we have a $95 credit on the account." Like, it was this whole chaos. And so basically, the long and the short, somebody in the main office shut off our internet for whatever reason, because the right hand doesn't know who the left hand's jacking off, I guess. And with that being said, we finally have Wi-Fi again. So, yeah. Thank you for the compliment. Although it's not necessary. I understand that people are attracted to people, and people like to compliment people. I don't need compliments in order to feel good about myself or know who I am. While I appreciate your compliment, it's not necessary. Mom just made coffee. Nummy. Nummy. Num yummy.
Your coffee, Your Majesty.
My Majesty. Do you hear my mom? Acts like she's my servant. She's not. Y'all, Mom made the bomb-ass dinner the other night. She made salmon with asparagus. I said it's not necessary. I didn't say don't do it. I'm just saying I appreciate it, and if you feel like you need to, then go ahead, but it's not necessary. We got Mommy's cat out here. We had to lock up Murder Mittens because she likes to beat up Mom's cat. So, needless to say, as I was saying before, it's been about a month and a half since I worked. And it's fine. I did a lot of stuff. I went to Minnesota, and then I went down to Alabama, and I went over to Mom's house, helped Mom finish packing up her stuff, helped Mom move here, helped Mom unpack all of her stuff. And now that the only thing that's left for her to do is her craft room, which is coming along slowly but surely. Hello. It's about time for me to go back to work. I miss driving, I miss my truck. I mean, I don't miss my truck. I can look out the front window and see my truck, but I miss being in my truck. I miss driving my truck. I have been home for so long that I actually pulled all of my clothing out of the closet in my truck and brought it into the house. But on the bonus, the super exciting part is now that I live here in Lubbock and I work in West Texas, which is 3 hours away, I can come home more often, which means that I don't have to carry as much shit in my truck anymore. That's fucking awesome, man. Awesome. There's nothing greater than knowing that I don't have to have a month's worth of clothes in my truck. Or, you know, double shampoo, double conditioner, double, you know, like I don't have to carry all this extra shit in my truck anymore because home's just 3 hours away. So if I want to take a day off, I can skitter home and do what I gotta do and go back, and it's actually really nice. It's like regular trucking, which is, you know, not being home every day, but with the freedom to have access to get home as regularly as I want. It's like the best of both worlds, at least in my opinion. I mean, some people like that that local work. So last week on my live, I was trying to show you guys some of my mom's artwork, like her paintings and stuff, and my Wi-Fi wasn't working very well. But now that we have it working, I might have to show you guys some of that stuff. For those who don't know. See, she makes coasters. And paintings and, you know, custom tumblers and etc., 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 etc. Where's everybody today, by the way? Like, step on them binders. You want to see mom's art? Hold on. We gotta go to the other room. Let's go for a walk. Check this out. I'll show you something. That's mommy's kitty. Mustache. Look, she's got half a mustache. Anyways, now that I have Wi-Fi, oh, it's dark in here. Hello, Miss Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Does anybody know who that is? Say hi to the mittens. Mittens. Phil, it's okay. He's not being completely inappropriate. This is some of mom's artwork. Kitty. 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 That was actually one of her very, very first, like, early on paintings. Let's see if we turn it this way. So, this, let's look at all the fucking, like I said, mom is crafty. And me and my putty tat. Come here, putty tat, sit down. Sit down. I think mom does amazing work too. She's like, meh, it's okay. It's all right. That's what she always says. This one looks like a heart. See? Like a heart. Kitty, stop rubbing on it. Stop, meow. And you can see like all the colors. She did this one for me. Well, not for me, but I claimed it, I should say. Breaking shit here. It's kind of like a butterfly. Ow, kitty. Yep. Thanks, Phil. I saw that socially awkward comment that person put in there. Or another one of the first ones that she did. I don't know which way it would go. Minus the kitty cat swishy tail in it. Oops, there. Oh, damn it. This one's pretty cool. I like Mom's artwork. I mean, it's not just because she's my mom.
Are you nursing your defeated cat?
My sulking cat. Yeah. Meow's in here sulking because she has to be in here because she's a big old bully. That one's kind of ocean-esque.
No, you're a big bully.
She is a big bully, Mom. What are you doing, Mama?
I gotta do something. I can't just sit.
No? Okay.
I got a candle.
Hello, hello, hello. We are actually just, we're in my room. This is my room. All my shit's still in Minnesota, so Mom's got all her craft boxes in my room as she's setting up her craft room. And I figured, well, why not? I figured I'd just show off some of my mom's artwork. This is not black. This is like a dark blue. It's like a royal blue. I mean, I tell my mom her work's pretty amazing too. She doesn't believe me. She thinks I just say that because I'm just being nice, or like I have to because I'm her daughter. To which I tell her she's dumb. So yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a ton more stuff, like there's even round ones. You know, she does coasters, she does, all kinds of different shaped pieces of work. Oh, that one's cool. It's got like gold in the middle. Like right in here. Yep. The lights keep reflecting on it. It kind of sucks. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, right? Oh, this one's really cool. This one's like 3-dimensional. You can't actually see it. But it's like, this one's super cool. Oh, that's on wood. This one's not even on a canvas, it's just on wood. Phil, you're a grown-ass man. What do you mean you just figured out how to light a cigarette on an electric stove? I knew how to do that when I was like 12. This is super cool. Can you move your tail? Damn cat. Phil, if you light a paper towel on fire and then light your cigarette off the flame off the paper towel, I'm just saying, that is an option. Why am I yelling at you? Because sometimes, I swear to Bob. Miss Meow, come here. Come here. Say goodbye to the folks, because Mommy's leaving the room. You big bully. Say it. Hi, my name's Murder Mittens, and I'm a big bully. I beat up Nana's cat, because I'm a big bully. You're a big purring little bully, aren't you? Meow. Look out for my talons. Meow, meow, meow. So, with that being said, so yes, there is none of my shit in my room. This is all my mom's craft shit still. Because all of my stuff is in Minnesota still. No, ma'am, you stay in there, you big bully. Why
did you put that in your pocket?
Because it'll pull my pants down. So, we're in Mom's craft room. Say hi, Mom. This is her craft room, you see. And it's not done yet, clearly. I got cat fur in my face. And I tell you, y'all think... You wonder... This is all glitter, by the way. That is all glitter.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
That is all glitter. And... But wait, there's more. So, now y'all understand. Now y'all understand why everything in my life is glittery. It's all my mama's fault. Hi, Miss Dash. I know my glasses belong over my eyes and not over my head, but I don't actually... You love the glitter. I love the glitter. What's up, Jim? Jim, you're gonna have to scroll back in the live. I just showed all the art, in my room. Oh, big Chrome. I told you guys my mom makes cups too, right? She made this whole, she didn't make the cup itself, but she did all the art on the cup. Look, it's even got the handle that's done. There's no such thing as too much bling. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Brian. By the way, Phil, before you go getting all freaked out, Jimmy Bailey is somebody I know, so don't freak out. Yes, my mom is very artistic. Very artistic. Like I said earlier, I mean, she even makes coasters, guys. Like, she made this one. See it? There's a set of 4, and none of them look exactly the same. See? She actually, I think that's the only set she has left. She hasn't made an A in a while. So, but yeah, Mom is the craftiest crafterson you've ever met. I'll tell you what. I do not possess that skill whatsoever. Unfortunately for me, I'm just a truck driver. You ate your gummy. Yeah, you definitely need to keep your calm there, Phil. By the way, Truck and Unicorn shirts, the link somewhere down there, I think. You like those kind of coasters? I know, because I'm driving. You know what, though? Even when I'm not driving, like, I've been off a month and a half. I tell you what, I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. I have ideas, and I'm like, hey, Mom, what about this? And she's like, it's not as easy as you think. And in my brain, it's, like, super fucking simple, right? No. And she always tells me that, and I never really used to believe her. I mean, I do now, but I used to not, you know. Because in my head, it should be simple. Like when I thought putting wood floor in my truck would be super simple, just super simple. You just put the boards in. It's not that simple. So, you know, I have zero crafting ability. Zero. I just drive a big truck. That's about the extent of my skills. Like a supervisor at work. Yeah, pretty much. 100%. Like a supervisor at work. Ooh, look at that dog hair. Hot diggity dog. Mama Corn knows what I know she knows what she's talking about. I know. But in my brain, you know, it's different. You are absolutely right. I have this really great idea how I'm going to custom do my Peterbilt logos. We're actually going to completely start from scratch. And we are going to completely do custom logos in my truck. They're not even going to say Peterbilt. Most people just put stickers on them, which is what I did in the beginning, but we're no longer doing that anymore. And I have this fantastic idea, which seems really simple to me, but I have a feeling it may not be. So, yeah. I believe it's Sonia. Just make content. That's how you get subscribers. You be consistent, make content. I don't give a flying fuck what people think about my content. I just make it. And if you guys don't like it, don't fucking watch it. If you like it, cool. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how you go about it. At least that's how I go about it. That's what works for me. If that doesn't work for you, I don't know what to tell you. Because I just do what I do. I don't have any answers. I don't try to make a business out of it. I do make some kind of monetizations in places, but I don't strive for that. If it does well, great. If it doesn't, at least I'm true to who I am and I'm comfortable with who I am, and I don't ever have to second guess myself. That's kind of how I operate. What's up, TJ? Dude, you totally missed it. I just went over all of Mom's art. Just back up the live and go watch the beginning of the live. Yeah, it's there. It's all there. Just so you know. TJ showed up a day late and $1 short. We're still at home. We're still at home a month and a half. Been off since Memorial Day weekend because y'all know I went up to Minnesota. Spent some time with Kendall for her birthday, and then I was going down to Abilama to haul steel, which clearly, as you can tell, I have not done. And then I went over to North Carolina to help Mom finish packing for the move, and then we moved here. Sweating your ass off like a white guy in a courtroom doing. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, so we did the move, and then obviously I had to stay and help Mom unpack because, well, I'm the muscle, you know, I gotta move around the boxes and the furniture and shit. You two, I swear to Bob, you should go inside where the air conditioning is. It's actually really nice in the house. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not sweating. Shameless plug for my merch. I'm just chilling here in my truckin' unicorn shirt. Look, look, look. Yep. My truckin' unicorn shirt. Shameless plug for my merch. Yeah. $20 is $20. Oh. No, I do not go to Connecticut. I do not do the Northeast. I do not do the Pacific Northwest. I do not go to Michigan. I do not go to Laredo. You don't have to order one, TJ. It was just a shameless plug for my merch. Yeah, you need to get some of that merch. The link's like right here somewhere. It says shop, I think. Shop, maybe. Am I wrong? There's stickers, there's keychains, there's t-shirts, there's women's tank tops. The calendar is from 2024. I don't think that updated to 2025. I got to get in touch with you know what I mean? I got to get it in touch with that company and see if that's updated to a 2025 calendar. There's gym bags, and you could always get your lady a Pretty Privileged Truckin' Unicorn 2-piece bikini. I know it's got my truck on the back. I think the shirts come in more than black. I know the ones that say Pretty Privilege and the ones that say fucking truckin' come in more than just black. Oh, I got hoodies too. Yes, I have men's t-shirts. I think it's Unicorn 10. Gives you 10% off on your first discount. On your first purchase. What's up, Fast One? Yeah, you're totally late. You missed all the artwork. I showed all of Mom's artwork. It's in the beginning of the live. You don't think the bikini would fit you, Jimmy? I said for your ladies. For your ladies. For the ladies. So, yeah. There's that. I mean, if y'all want to buy the bikini for yourself and you want to like take pictures and video of yourself and tag it up, I mean, go right ahead. I think that would be great comedic relief. But we got a bale hay today. Hey. Hey. And I totally just slurped my coffee. 10 different places at once. Here we go. Phil and Fast One have now entered their banter. This is what they do. Farm life. I mean, I get it. It's too bad your farm's not closer to Lubbock, because my dog would love to go chase somebody's cows, but, you know. Hey! Damn it. Here we go. Everybody just watch Phil and Fast One go back and forth. This is just what they do. I just sit back and watch their commentary. Chroma's welcome to the farm anytime. I mean, I get it, but the farm's really far. So, you know, I need a farm here in Lubbock. Somebody who has cows who will let my dog come over and chase their cows. Because that's what he wants. He just wants to chase cows, man. He was out there chasing a lizard the other day. Texas on Wednesday. What part of Texas? Well, Houston. That's too far away. The problem with chickens is, I told y'all, remember when I was hauling flatbed and I worked for that guy who owned a farm? and the neighbor's chickens used to come over, and Chrome like chased the chickens. And there was like a gaggle of chickens. I don't know what the fuck it's called, a flock or whatever. And he went after them, and most of the chickens went this way, and one chicken went that way. And he went after the single chicken, chased it into the barn, and by the time I got in the barn, I heard the chicken in there with a distressed squawking sound, right? And I saw him standing there, and I yelled at him, and he turned around and looked at me, and the expression on his face was like, what? And he had a chicken feather hanging out of his little lip, just hanging there like, what? I didn't do nothing. So it's a bad idea to let Chrome chase chickens because he has a tendency to catch them. And that little chicken had one little puncture wound on its back. While it was okay, he didn't kill it. You see what I'm saying? It's just a bad idea all the way around. Yeah. He caught a rabbit in my backyard in the cities once. It was like a juvenile aged rabbit, and it did not get through the fence fast enough, and he caught it, and it was like, ee! And then shaking the shit out of it, and I'm 6 a.m. and I'm running through the yard hollering at him, you know, before he dropped it, and it limped off through the fence. We had them that hid under our back deck also, and he would like look, he'd get out on the deck and he'd look between the cracks in the boards, and he'd see one, and he'd rear up and he'd pounce down with his front paws. And I'm telling you, they were like the Anne Frank of our deck, you know. Poor Chrome, you know, or not poor Chrome, the poor rabbits. They were like the Anne Frank of our deck. Like, if we just hide here and we don't say anything and we don't make no noise and we don't move, he won't know we're here. You know, they were like Anne Frank hiding out. So yeah, he, the prey drive in my dog is rather high. Oh my God. You too. What if he doesn't even wear underwear, Phil? I did not call my dog a rabbit. I said my dog chased rabbits. Yeah. So, there's the stories, you know. Oh my God. You guys. Hello, Brian. So, yeah, that's... Hi, Mama.
Hi.
What's this?
Mail.
Mail it? Oh, that one's good. That's got caramel. Salted caramel. This mommy's got candles too. It's mama corn. It is mama corn. Fast one says hi. You can't even read it. It says salted caramel. There it is. Salted caramel. It's nippy. 2 Brians with an I, as a matter of fact. So it's hard to differentiate.
Hey, everybody.
It does smell great. It's a salted caramel. It
It
smells
does.
super duper yummy.
Been sitting for a while. It smells really good.
So yeah. BT lives in Connecticut. The other Brian, I don't know where he lives. We're just going to call you BT from now on. I'm sure your friends call you that, if there's more than one Brian around. The other Brian lives in Georgia. So BT's in Connecticut. And BR is in Georgia. Phil, how did you end up in Arizona from Connecticut? It's literally across the I would say continent, but that's not true. Across the U.S. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I fucking cannot with you. What took you from Connecticut to Arizona is the question. I know, you have to word it appropriately to get the appropriate answer. Were you just a wee little one when your family transported you, or was that by your choice? Inquiring minds want to know. What does being an alcoholic have to do with going cross country? BT's in Waterbury. Is that like Whataburger? It's actually not flooded up here because I'm in Lubbock. Uh-oh, one of my lights went out. Oh no. Did my battery die? There we go. I think my battery's dead. You needed a change of life. Well, that's a good reason. That's what took me from Arizona to Minnesota, don't you know? I went up there to actually work some music festivals. Yes, I'm still trucking. I just haven't trucked in a month and a half because life. I went up from Arizona to Minnesota to work some music festivals, and I needed a change, and so I just stayed in Minnesota. And that was back in 2011, and it is now 2025, and I just moved from Minnesota, don't you know, down to Texas, eh? Yes, BR, BR. I am still trucking. I did not go to a rave festival. I went to, I worked Moondance Jam. There was two of them. There were two in Minnesota up in Walker. There was the Moondance Jam and something else. There were two of them at the same place. One was a country and one was a rock. And then I worked Summerfest, not Somerset, Summerfest, in West Allis. Well, actually, wasn't West Allis. That's where the state fair was. I worked the state fair too, in Wisconsin, which is in West Allis. So, yeah. Anyways, what was the question again? So anyways, now that, yes, I still truck. That was the question. That was Burr's question. Why are you calling BT Bert from now on? I am still trucking. Memorial Day weekend, I went home to Minnesota because I still lived there, and spent my ex's daughter's birthday with her, her 13th birthday. And then I was going down to Alabama to haul steel, and that ended up not panning out. So I went over to North Carolina to help my mom finish packing for the move. And then we finished packing mom's stuff, and then we moved mom's stuff from North Carolina to Texas. And I've been here helping mom unpack and get the house all situated, helping her move boxes and furniture and stuff like that. I'm the muscle, she's the organization. That's how that goes. I am at her mercy, more or less. And in the next week or so, we're actually going to get back in the truck.
I'm the mom, you're always at my mercy.
I know, right? She's the mom, I'm always at her mercy. So in the next week or two, I'm going to get back in the truck and go back to work. So I've been off for about a month and a half. Starting to get ready to go back to work, though. Thinking about getting a CDL to truck and get out of construction. It's, you know, honestly, if you had your CDL, you could even just haul equipment around for construction sites. You could be the equipment hauler. Just saying, it's an industry that you know, And to haul the equipment, you need to be able to drive the equipment, so you have to be able to load and unload the equipment. It's just an extra incentive for you, which the more skills you have, the higher pay you can demand. You see my point? Better do it before Tesla trucks take over. Ha ha ha. Tesla trucks could never even make it into a construction site. They're way too aerodynamic. Not to mention, even in construction, you could still drive truck. You could, so there's a construction site across from us where it's a new home construction site. And right now they're hauling in, I'm gonna say dirt, but it's not dirt, it's like rock dirt. You know, that they put down before they put the asphalt down? So you could do that. You could haul equipment. You could, you know, just saying. I think the vast majority of us on here don't believe in Tesla trucks. How is it in Texas right now? That's all like San Angelo. That's like south of Midland, Odessa area. It's not real far south, but it is south of there. You don't want to haul cars. Trust me, you don't want to haul cars. That's a lot of work. I had a friend that hauled cars. Bouchit hauled cars for a little while. And as an employee, when you haul cars, it's not necessarily like, I'm just saying. Not to mention, you have to be quick. You have to be efficient. Quick and efficient are the same thing. And you got to squeeze in and out of those cars in a very, very small confined area. So just saying. California is going all electric on 23rd. Why do I give a fuck what California does? I don't live there. Tanker? Yeah. I mean, the luxury with trucking is you can haul tankered, you can haul hopper, you can haul box, you can haul reefer, you can haul sand, you can haul like oversized, heavy haul. Like it's the amount of options and opportunities are great, and the more you know, it makes it, you know, easier. So I went from reefer to dry van, and I went from dry van to flatbed, and I went from flatbed to sand. So it's, you see what I'm saying? It's the most favorite thing I've hauled. I loved flatbed. I loved hauling steel beams. Loved it. I mean, I just love flatbed in general. I don't particularly care to haul coils. I can. I know how. I've done it. I'm just really slow because I'm very meticulous about my chaining and the tightness and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But anything else on a flatbed's pretty fucking cool. Aw, Mama's watching my YouTube live. Oh, there's not much of a delay at the moment either. That's pretty awesome. It's amazing what Wi-Fi does for your service. So
I'm here to catch all the.
I didn't even see you come in. Guys, Mom's in the chat. Mind your manners or she's gonna snip snip. Just so you know. So we got BT, BT's from Connecticut, and we got Burr, BR, he's from Georgia, Burr. That's his new name, is Burr. I kind of like saying that, I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro. That's just how it's gonna go. Yes, you are correct. Wi-Fi's overrated. Not in this house, it is not. As everybody saw last week on the momentary 20-minute live that I tried to do, Wi-Fi is necessary for a streaming.
Solid connection. For a solid connection. Finish that sentence.
Huh?
Wi-Fi is necessary for a solid connection.
Oh, I knew what I meant. I thought everybody was in my head with me. Jim, work is overrated. No, it's only overrated if you don't like it. You got Wi-Fi in the rig? I wouldn't haul cars in general. I mean, you're liable for any damages that happen to those cars when they're on your trailer when you're a car hauler. So no, that's a liability I'm not interested in taking. Just hazmat, like everybody's like, oh, but it pays more. Not really. Not like it should. Cars are easier than coils. I mean, they might be, but if the windshield gets cracked, it's your ass. You know what I mean? You can't control the weather. And if the weather or debris damages those cars you're hauling, that's on you. Weather and debris is not really going to damage your coils because you're responsible for chaining down the coils. Coils will, I mean, if you don't secure your coils properly, absolutely, they're going to kill you and other people as well. Hand you a cookie through the phone. They're those, I mean, I got them at Walmart, but you guys know the Girl Scout, the Thin Mint cookies? Yeah, they're the Great Value Fudge Mint cookies. Oh, some of the bitches are so good. Hey, by the way, Jimmy Bailey in the chat, he stopped in Pie Town, New Mexico, and brought me and Mama some pie. He brought me a coconut caramel and a strawberry cheesecake. Fucking amazing. Those are gross. They're not gross. Too much chocolate. Fuck you guys. Nobody asked you anyways. What are you doing, Mama?
I gotta eat something.
Are you making oh, you got pasta salad? Mom makes the best pasta salad. What the fuck's it called? Manhattan?
Manhattan deli salad.
Manhattan deli salad.
My version of it.
Let me see it. Look at that yummy goodness. I've got pepperonis and hard salami and onion and tomato and olives and bell peppers and pasta and tomatoes.
It's my version of it.
Mm-hmm.
My tummy's upset.
I mean, I sell Girl Scout cookies too. You can get the coconut caramel ones, the Samoas. You can get those at Walmart too on the Great Value brand. And I know you guys are like, oh, well, how come you spend so much time at home? I mean, yeah, I really helped Mom out during this time, but also Mom cooks. So, you know, if I stay home, Mommy cooks for me and makes yummy stuff like Manhattan deli salad and
Lasagna.
and yeah, lasagna. Samoas are your fave, BT. You can get them at Walmart. Great Value brand. They're called caramel coconut. Am I married? Brr, I am not married. I'm not married. Well, that's a lie. I am. I'm married to my truck. Yes, that pie is awesome. Pie Town, New Mexico, you guys. They have a store called Pie Town, and they have like their versions of pies. So like coconut cream is most people's coconut pie. This is like a coconut caramel. It's fucking phenomenal. I don't want to know about the Lady Cookies fast one. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. No, thank you.
Fast one better be nice.
He's just being a smart ass. He was a real trucker for 24 years all over Europe. He quit a month ago. I was done with it. Truck drivers are like, I'm done, I'm quitting. I parked my truck back in May of last year, and it sat from May until January, and I was like, I gotta go, I can't do this anymore. I can't do the normal life. I have to be a truck driver. So I completely understand. It's why I keep my truck, because if I want to get out of the truck for a while, I can. Hey from Texas. I'm in Texas. Texas in the house. By the way, I did learn last night that Texas, I heard somebody say that Texas is the most American state in all of the United States, which is pretty funny because last night we were surrounded by fireworks, more so than I've ever experienced anywhere else. So, you know. You gave up on your gym goal. Why? Oh, you're in Fort Worth? Yeah, we're out here in Lubbock. In Lubbock, in the dirt. I like it out here though. I do. I have driven truck enough through Dallas and Fort Worth to know that I don't want to live in the city. So. Oh no, I did not give up on the gym. You were asking. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I still work out. I just am working out here at the house right now. I'm actually going to switch my gym membership from an Anytime Fitness because there's not one here in Lubbock. So we're going to switch. I don't know. I think it's called like Pro Fitness or something like that. It's like maybe a mile and a half from the house. Hank Hill for president. You watch way too much. Well, what's Boomhauer going to do? Is he going to be the vice president? No. No, when I said I can't do normal life, I mean like I can't live at home and be home every day and not drive truck.
And work for somebody else.
And work for somebody else. Yeah, that's what I meant. Secretary of State. Boomhauer's going to be Secretary of State. I mean, okay. Bobby for vice president. You guys are too much. Oh, you like my tats. Thanks. You got your first one. Your only one 2 years ago. Are you going to get any more? I don't know. Tattoos are the devil. You should never get them. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Damn it, Bobby. You blame everything on Bobby, right? Undecided. I don't know. All of mine mean something to me, so that's why we have them. I mean, I did see a meme. It said, adulting is hard and I deserve stickers. Tattoos are like stickers. Did John just get out of the medieval age? No, not, you know, some people wait, you know. Marvin the Martian tattoo? Why? Some people wait to get tattoos because they don't know what they want. Ooh, a Knights Templar sword. Very nice. See, some people have to wait. They have to find that right tattoo artist or that right meaning or that right reason or that right whatever to do their tattoos. It's better than going in and being like, I want that picture off of the wall. I mean, I think that's pretty much what people did back in like the 70s and 80s. Probably the 90s as well. When did I get my first professional tattoo? I can't even remember. Your 7 kids' names on your shoulders, huh?
My first tattoo was 17, but it wasn't professional.
What's your favorite character since you were a kid? That's a good reason. That's a good reason. Fast one, who are you to say he's 3/4 done with life? What if he lives to be 100? He's really only just over halfway. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm almost a half a century old, so, you know, I mean, if I live to 70, yes, life is 3/4 over, but, you know, if I live to 100, it's only about half. So, he's fast. He's fast, but he's not always bright. Is that what you're implying? Fast one is always fast, but he's not quite so bright. He's so bright, his mama call him son. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Fast one knows he's one of my faves. He's about as sharp as a marble. 50 on the 18th. I am not going to be 50 this year, but I'm damn close. I'll be 47. So, you know, my old lady's starting to show. Get a little. How do you fix that shit? Why are you gasping at the unicorn? Put a marble in a slingshot. Mm-hmm. Are you gasping because I said you're one of my favorites? Don't put too much into it. Oh my gosh, now they're talking about how to defeat a marble in a slingshot. Put on a pair of sunglasses. There's creams and patches for the wrinkles. I know. I have those new ones. I've actually used them like 2 days in a row. I gotta use them today. I just haven't done it yet. Because y'all are a priority over my fucking skincare regime, just so you know. Y'all should feel fucking special. But yeah, those little eye patch thingies are pretty fucking dope. I put them on, and they take away some of the puffiness in my eyes. I've only used them 2 days in a row, and then they make all my little old lady crow's feet minimized. I can actually use them here and here, like it's
Those are smile lines. They're not crow's feet.
up here on my eyes. They're crow's feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Well, they're not there when I don't laugh. So how are they? Well, I mean, I guess these are laugh lines. These are smile lines. These are crow's feet, and these are bags.
Well,
I'm just saying.
at least your bags are always packed.
Yeah, my bags are always packed. It's all part of getting older, which is completely inevitable. Just like thinning hair and receding hairlines, and you know, like eventually it's gonna start moving further. I don't know. Nonetheless, it's inevitable. It's part of aging. It's part of getting old, and it's part of the life cycle. Mama's sitting right next to me.
Somebody say something they shouldn't have?
No. He said Mama will jump on your side of the couch and whoop you. I haven't done nothing wrong
Yet.
today.
Like I said, yet.
And I said today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I got yelled at yesterday. I probably did. Oh no, my dog got yelled at,
No,
not
you
me.
got yelled at the day before when I was cat fight.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was a big old cat fight Thursday night. Meow decided she was gonna go in and she was gonna beat up on Mom's cat. And I don't really think it worked out in Meow's favor because Meow lost more tufts of hair than Mom's cat. But Meow's just being a big old bully, so that's why she's locked in my room right now. So, murder corn. She's murder corn. I mean, she kind of is. She's kind of a bitch. I mean,
Well, she
to other
stalks
animals.
Poor Stash.
Yeah, true. Yeah, she's kind of a bitch to other animals.
She goes in Stash's room and then growls at her.
Although, she does love her humans. I wish Stash would just whoop her ass and she'd leave her alone.
No, she won't, because she'll just keep going back for more because she wants to rule the roost.
No, she won't, because Krampus stalks her and attacks her, and she avoids him like the plague.
But he's a male.
Yeah, Mom did. She was squirting him.
It didn't help.
It didn't really.
Meow finally gave loose, gave up and ran off.
And Meow was definitely soaking wet. Mom squirted the holy bejesus out of her. So she came running out of the bedroom all wet. Your wife's going through
Stash?
menopause?
stash that
Why
all
would you
over.
do that to your poor wife? Hot flashes suck. Suck. I'm already completely through menopause, done it, it's over. Like, I had my hormone levels checked and everything. I'm not even pre-menopause. I'm fucking done with it. It's over. And, I still occasionally get them, but I get them more when it pertains to like anxiety. So through my whole menopause process, I didn't even realize I didn't even realize I was going through menopause because the majority of it I was trucking. But when I wasn't in the truck, like when I would take like a week off and stay home, I would have like crazy ass hot flashes all the time. And I just thought it was the anxiety from not being in the truck. Lo and behold, it was menopause. But at the same time, when my anxiety's high is when I'll have hot flashes. You love her and support her. She'll get through it. They say you have like hot flashes for like 10 years. So I'm getting close to the end of not having hot flashes because they kind of sort of started when I started trucking. So, you know, it is whatever.
You're halfway through it.
I'm not more than halfway. I'll be 47 this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, more than halfway. Woo. You know, and you don't really want to fuck with a menopause woman because she finds out you're fucking with the AC, bro. She might just like in your sleep. Just so you know. Be careful. For your own safety. Yeah. Menopause really wasn't that bad for me. You've been married for 35 years. Hot diggity dog.
Okay, what?
What?
I would have been on the floor dying laughing if Mom did that.
You'll be 48, but act like you're. I
Let
know
your
you'll
mom
be
do
12.
that.
Whatever. She still puts up with you. Well, you know, that's that last little bit of in our world of that real love. That's what that is. Grandma and Grandpa were married for 40 some odd years.
I don't know.
47? Whatever.
62.
Since
You saw the album, they got married in 62.
Oh yeah, they got married in 62.
The second time.
The second time. Yeah. I was looking at pictures with Mom, like old pictures, and I found myself like trying to zoom in. Can't do that. What do you mean, did I get a new sleeper? On my truck? No. The same old sleeper. Same old sleeper. Although, when I moved my truck, y'all remember my truck was parked in the driveway? Like this. Oh, is that what he means? Yeah, I'm at home. I'm not in the truck. You rub her feet every morning? Oh my God. What the hell? I need somebody to rub my feet every morning with nothing in return.
Don't look at me.
I wasn't gonna ask you that. This is my house. That's my kitchen. I'm not in my truck. My truck's parked across the street. So y'all remember when my truck was parked here at the house? It was parked like this way, and the wind blows this way. So I had all kinds of dust in my truck when it was super windy. Well, now that my truck is parked across the street in the construction site, my truck faces this way, and the wind comes up behind it. So now my fifth wheel is just covered in sand and dirt, which we're gonna have to clean off before, you know, we leave back out to go to work. But now I don't get all kinds of dirt in my truck. It's fucking awesome. No, city ordinance state that commercial vehicles are only allowed to be in residential areas in the city of Lubbock for loading and unloading purposes only. So therefore, I cannot keep my truck at the house. So it's just across the street in the construction, the new housing construction area, and that also means that now I can drive the truck to the house, unload all my shit out of the truck when I get home, and then, you know, go park it somewhere And I didn't even think about wrapping a garbage bag around it. Now it's all covered in dirt. But we'll get to that in a second. And then, you know, when I go back out, I can just drive it here to the house, load all my shit in it, and then roll out. And nobody can do anything about it because it's city ordinance. So I don't have to worry about that. But the foreman at the job site was super nice. So I just get to park over there and I can see it from here. So I didn't even think about wrapping the fifth wheel in a garbage bag. So yeah, now I get to use my bull snot degreaser to clean all that shit off, get all the old grease off and all the sand and shit like that off of the fifth wheel before I re-grease it.
You do it when it's sitting over there.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it over in the construction site. I'm sure in the hell not gonna do it in our driveway. You would kill me.
No,
You
I'm
would
just
kill me.
saying,
What's up,
It's
Andrew?
convenient. Do it over there.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't always listen. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so we get to use our bull snot degreaser. I'm friends with the owner of Bull Snot, and he makes some of the most amazing products ever. I absolutely love his window cleaner. I'm doing all right, Andrew. Just chilling at home. Yeah, but Bull Snot products are phenomenal, and we will have to use his degreaser. And of course, I'll make y'all a video so you can see how great it is. Have I? He didn't actually get fired. I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's all. He makes those videos because it gets people fired up. Of course I'm staying out of trouble. I'm at home with my mama. So, yeah. You know, I did get approached to film and be in a video. Does anybody know who Ron Witherspoon is?
Music video.
Ron? Is it Ron Stray Dog? For truck people? He's here on YouTube. He is a poet. He's a poet. He writes poems about trucking. Poems / songs. So I am going to do that for him. Film the clips for this poet / song that he's getting ready to produce. Trucking. Duh. He's a trucker poet. A poet, trucker, however you want to word that. He does a lot of stuff. He's really good friends with Long Haul Paul. So Long Haul Paul reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in potentially doing this, and then he linked me and Ron up so that we could have a conversation about the poem / song and the types of clips that he's looking for to accentuate the poem / song. Oh my God, there it goes. Fast one and fill. Here we go. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with trucking. It has to do with a lady trucker. And so hence why they reached out to me, because I am a lady trucker. Just saying. You're a dog walker? That sounds like a really rewarding job, honestly, because dogs are better than people most time. They did call the county, so that's why. I'm very good at what I do. What for do you mean? Or how do you mean is maybe a better question. Hello. I mean, I love dogs. I love dogs more than people most of the time. So I could see how that would be a really rewarding and enjoyable job. And, you know, it's good exercise. Sassy? I'm not sassy. I'm not sassy at all. I'm a fucking peach, man. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know if I drive better or worse than anybody. I just try to be as careful and cautious as I can. You guys realize how peaceful today's live has been? You guys realize that there's been like almost no trolls? I've been driving since April of 2019, so 6 years? Yeah. Only 6 years. Yeah. I'm just a rookie. Don't say that. Hey man, the trolls and the haters are where it's at. It's quiet, too quiet. As an owner operator, when did you realize it's what? I don't understand the question, Chuck. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Let me go back to the question. As an owner operator, when did you realize it's... I'm not out of trucking, so I don't understand. I just have been out of the truck for like the last month and a half, taking care of other things. So I still truck. I still own my truck. Oh. But you know, it's... each of us have our own timeline for whatever it is that we do. You know what I mean? So whenever you decide is the right time for you to get out of trucking is the right time for you. I'm okay still being a trucker, you know. I'm an owner operator and I do what I want. If I want to take a month off, I take a month off. If I need to step away for a little bit, I step away. And I think back in the day, nobody ever did that. I mean, back in the day, trucking was very different, so people didn't maybe feel the need to take a step back or whatever. But I believe that I can run my truck and have a life. I believe that I dictate when and where and how I do what I do, and that is why I still love it, is because I maintain the control over that so that nobody's making me hate what it is that I love to do. If that makes sense. So if I love trucking, but somebody else is telling me when and where and how hard and how long and all the stuff that, like, somebody tells me how to operate my business, then I'm not going to love it anymore. So it's one of those things where it's like, as long as you maintain the control and you maintain and manage your budget, there's no reason why you can't take time off. Like, if you are terrible with your financial budget, then it's one of those things where you have to keep working even when you don't want to, which begins to wear on you, and then you begin to hate it. You see my point? Mutual respect, yes, but in our world today, there is no mutual respect. Not in face-to-face contact, not in social media contact. Like, respect is rare in our world today. So I can't base it upon that. I lease onto people where I can do what I want to do. I can run my truck the way that I want to run it. And when I've leased onto people who try to make me run in ways that I don't like, I leave. I have that freedom. I'm a truck driver. I'm employable. I can lease my truck on. Not anywhere, because I don't run an ELD, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there's more than one trucking company. There's more than one dispatcher. There's more than one broker. There's more than all of that. So I'm never stuck. It's a situation where my peace of mind and my happiness is far more important than anything else that I have going on, and there's always options. I'm never without options. And if you think that you're in a situation where you have no options, you need to take a step back. You need to reevaluate your situation, reevaluate your financial situation, whatever it is that's creating this feeling of stuckness for you. Because ultimately, you are the only one who has control over your life. You control your thoughts, you control your emotions, you control your perceptions, you control your actions. Nobody's in there controlling any of that. So, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And if you give your spouse or your partner control of the money and they spend all the money, you can take that control back. You just choose not to. And if taking the control back means your partner's leaving, then that really tells you exactly how your partner views you. So why would you even stay in that situation to begin with? That's my question. I mean, I know a lot of guys that have been married to women who spent the money faster than they could make it, and they stayed. And it's like, well, that's your fault. You impose that upon yourself. Know your worth, know your value, know your boundaries, know your limitations. Stand hard and fast by them. And if somebody doesn't respect that, then that's on them, not you. It's the old adage where in times of stress, frustration, aggravation, and short patience, if the person that you love speaks to you poorly, that tells you how they feel about you. Because when you truly love and care about somebody, you make every attempt and every effort not to intentionally hurt their feelings. So, if somebody intentionally says something to hurt your feelings, that's right there on the tip of their tongue. That's why it comes out. It's like oh, well, he was drunk and he didn't mean it. Really? So you're going to accept an apology from the same mouth that shit on you? Just saying. You don't believe that you deserve better. That's why you continue to allow it to happen. That's what that boils down to. It's a matter of your own thoughts about yourself. Because we teach people how we want to be treated. Oh, Paris in the house. And manipulators, when you make that one accommodation, like, oh, I'm gonna make this accommodation, I'll run overnight tonight, even though I don't like to drive nights, but I'll do it this one time. And they see that and they're like, so they will do it. And then they try to start taking advantage of it. And you slowly start giving them concessions little by little by little to the point where you stop and you're like, what the fuck happened? How did I end up in this situation? I ended up in this situation because I allowed it. I gave concessions to somebody who continued to take advantage of me. That's how that works. So if you're going to give concessions once, give them once, but do not give them again. Because you can establish clear boundaries all the fuck you want. You can tell somebody in trucking, every time I lease onto somebody, I'm like, I don't run nights. I will occasionally, but I don't do it regularly. I don't run 18 hours a day. I don't. I tell them, these are the things I do not do. And I always give 1 or 2 concessions here and there. And then they start repeatedly taking advantage of it. And when I stop, and I don't let them do it anymore, then they want to get indignant because they took my concession for granted. And people don't like being held accountable when they violate your boundaries. So if I hold you accountable for violating my boundaries and then you want to turn around and tell me that I'm acting like the victim, that's you projecting on me because you were called out on your bullshit. But everybody's so worried about, I can't lose this job. I can't. Motherfucker, you were looking for a job when you found that one. It is what it is. If you have skills, you are employable. We are not in an economy where there's no fucking jobs. We're not in a situation in our world where there's no other people to date. We're not in a situation in our world where it's this or nothing. But when you start devaluing yourself and you start allowing people to treat you poorly, they're going to continue because they see that you don't believe in yourself enough to stand up for yourself. So we full circle back around to you're the one in charge of your fucking life, your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions. Pick your battles and defend what is right. Yep. Your armor is beat up, dented, gouged, and yet it's still form-fitting. Yep. 100%. 100%. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. But so much of our world is worried about what other people think and what other people say. And, they're not going to like me. I don't give a fuck if somebody doesn't like me. I don't give a fuck if I work for somebody and they treat me like trash and I leave and they trash talk me. Here's the deal. If you're working for somebody, or in my case, because I'm an owner-operator and I lease onto other companies, and they want to turn around and they want to talk bad about me to incoming new employees or incoming new owner-operators or people that are currently there, it doesn't say anything about me. It says something about them. Because if they're going to be talking about you and their business dealings with you to your colleagues or anybody that worked there or is coming in to work there, that doesn't say anything about you. Would you really want to work for somebody who blabbed somebody else's business to you? Like, if we're in a business dealing, What happens between you and I in a business dealing happens between you and I, and it's none of anybody else's business. My financial situation with you is none of anybody else's business, just like your financial situation with me is none of anybody else's business. That's called a business deal. And you don't need to be telling anybody else about that. And when you do, that's actually a violation of privacy and can be taken to court for defamation. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I can hear that, Mom.
Oh,
I don't know if they can hear it on the live. So, if you work for somebody as an employee and they're telling your colleagues that stuff, you can actually get them for violation of privacy as well as defamation. Because what it does is it creates mistrust and it affects business in general. And so if you want to go work for somebody and then they start talking about previous employees or current employees and start telling you these, you don't want to work for that person because they're going to do the same fucking thing to you. See what I'm saying? When somebody talks about you or when somebody talks about other people to you, in a business setting, in a personal setting, whatever, all it does is tell you everything you need to know about the person who's running their mouth. Like Jimmy and I had a conversation. He was working somewhere and he had asked me some questions about it. And I said, well, yes, I worked there. And that situation happened between me and the owner. And that situation is between me and the owner. So you're going to figure it out for yourself. It's not my place to tell you. I can tell you a whole world of shit about the people that I've worked with, but I'm not going to. While Mom's watching the live, she just saw your message. All I can control and all I can protect is my character. My reputation is outside of me. My reputation is other people's perception of me. And I can't control how people perceive me. So, if I stay true to my character, I don't have anything to worry about. Because again, what other people think of me is none of my business. And if more people in our society realize that, the world would be very different. And the people who like to talk about other people would have less friends or less influence on people. And business owners would not continue to have businesses if they operated in unprofessional ways. Exactly. See right there? Jimmy just said, I stayed true to what I said, and he did see the light and what they were doing. It's just something I've learned in life. I mean, why am I going to defend myself in a situation where somebody's talking bad about me? Why do I need to defend myself? That's my ego that says, oh, I didn't, da, da, da. I don't care. If you're weak enough to believe what other people say, then you're not somebody I need in my life anyways. Quality over quantity. That's what life's about. Quality over quantity. I would rather have 2 really good friends than 200 fake ass friends. I would rather be alone than to surround myself with shitty people. It's just one person's opinion doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. You're absolutely right, Mom. You know, we all know the whole old adage about opinions. Opinions are based upon people's perceptions, and people's perceptions are in their head. So if I tell you I don't like somebody, you're not going to catch me being all buddy-buddy with them. If they join a conversation that I'm in, I will say hello and I will be cordial and I will remove myself from the conversation. But you will not catch me acting opposite of what I say. If I don't... There is a female truck driver who... I don't dislike her as a person. And I'm not saying she's not a truck driver, but I'm saying the way that she presents herself via social media is fake in comparison to what she does in reality. And I would say that to her face. Leave the day behind in the morning. Yeah. Put on clean boots and yeah. Absolutely. So that's how I operate. And if that offends you, well, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because again, you're the one in charge of how you feel and what you think and how you react. Y'all, we've been on here for 90 minutes. I suppose I should probably let y'all get on with your day. Mel's got to go work out, and I got to do my beauty eye treatment so I don't look like an old lady every day. You're late for the gym. Motherfucker, you're not going to the gym. You got broke-ass ribs. What are the plans for today? What day is it? Saturday? We're gonna go in my room and we're gonna work out. And I'm actually, I'm also gonna take a shower like a normal human being would do. I don't know what Mom and I have planned for today. She hasn't told me any plans. We do gotta get a printer set up though. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for what, Chuck? Why do so many words rhyme with your name, too? Shower smells like a great deal. I know, right? I'll see you later, John. Mama Corn does not want to go get ice cream. Plus, Jim just brought us pie. We don't need to go get ice cream. I don't think we have to leave and go anywhere today. She's going to try to get those boxes unpacked and get the computer set up. See? There you go. That's what it is. Mom's trying to finalize putting together her craft room. And for answers. Well, you're very welcome. I do the best I can. Nice talk. Well, you know, we're not all dumb truck drivers. Although people treat us like it, we're not. We're actually some pretty smart people out here. Yeah. I think that's about it. Probably take the doggies outside. Nope. You don't need them. Yeah, somebody said we're gonna go get ice cream, and I was like, Mom doesn't need ice cream. I have mango nata bars in the freezer. So, ice cream is life. Yeah, the dogs probably want to go outside. We got them in the kennel right now because Mom's cat's out. Remember I showed you in the beginning of the live? And Chrome's like, ooh, new kitty! And he wants to chase her and she gets all freaked out. So we put them in the kennel while we brought her out here. She's on the cat tower right now. so that she could have some peace. Coffee is life. Fried ice cream. Fried ice cream's actually really gross, you guys. I'm just saying. I've tried it. It's not really that great. But then again, I don't think that all sweet things should be fried. So there's that. But take the dogs out. Let them run. Well, they can't even run around, you guys. In the back where they run laps back and forth, it's all flooded. So they don't get to run out in the dirt too much right now until it dries up a little bit. But they do run out on the back porch. That helps wear down their nails. So we should get off here. Don't forget, Chuck and Unicorn merchandise somewhere down here. What is it? Unicorn 10, I think. Get you 10% off your first purchase, if you so choose to. If not, that's fine too. Next Saturday at noon, we'll do another live. And everybody have a great day. Jim, be careful. I know you're driving today. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you all next weekend. Hopefully we'll have an update on when we get back in the truck. And yes, Phil, by the way, that whole conversation we had earlier, I've not heard anything back, by the way, because facts are facts. Anyways, have a great night, great day, great afternoon, great weekend. Happy post 4th of July. Everybody be safe out there. Bye.